In
10,
5,
4,
3,
2.
That couch? That's like a homeless person's nightmare.
It's the Gnar Couch Podshow. Full sense stupidity from head to toe.
Gnar Couch is the gnarliest.
We're bumping that shuttle like it's baby making time.
The Gnar Couch Podcast is for people of scum.
Four riders, dust clouds rise, stunting under Utah skies.
Hey, does it feel good to be back in southern Utah? Because we haven't been here in a while.
That's how Rob feels.
That's for that, yes.
All right, couch crushing over there. That's what you're doing. But no one's gotten a ride yet.
No, my bike's still in the back of my car.
Wait, can we? It's a Corvette. It's in the back of a Corvette. And you drove down here with a dog in the front seat, thus creating the most single thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I am very extremely single.
Did you get pulled over in Heber?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I freaking. It was good. I didn't get a ticket. I casually strolled through a four-way stop. It's a new one though, so he didn't give me too hard of a time.
Did you just be like, I didn't know?
I was like, "Are you serious?" And I'm
wow. Didn't notice I slowed down for the stop sign, but I didn't know it was a stop sign.
No, well, I was going like 5 under the speed limit because he even said that. He's like, "You were going like 5 under." I'm like, "I know, I don't speed out here. Like this is basically my neighborhood. I don't speed, and I didn't know there was a stop." Yeah, they just put it in last month. There's no lines, no nothing. He's like,
do you wear jorts and like New Balance shoes when you drive your Corvette?
So, kind of. I always have like, I was wearing a Dale Earnhardt shirt the whole way down here. It helps go with the car a little bit, and I've been looking. New Balances aren't cheap. So
really?
Not anymore.
I was gonna go to like Ross or something and find some that were pre-stained with like mower stains. Do that. And they can't be cut off shorts. They got to be like just jorts, like hemmed up,
Right, with an actual seam.
Tall white socks.
Yeah, but not like as big and baggy as the kids are wearing at bike parks.
No. Yeah, just kind of baggy, not short, not tight. I've been working on it. It's a progressive thing. Can't go right into it.
Well,
I'm feeling it.
I came down this morning. I made it here from Ogden in about 4 hours, which means you're going about 90 miles an hour the whole entire time. But like no people really on the way down. Some thunderstorms. That was kind of weird for Utah. Yeah, don't see that a whole lot.
My drive sucked last night.
So excited to be down here. What's up, Couch Crushers? Boy, we got a guest for you. There's a little echo in here, and that's going to drive me nuts. But
yeah,
maybe I can
it's
fix
kind
that.
of nice. Maybe we'll
Fix it in post.
post it.
So yeah, man, so excited because we have a guest in the studio tonight. Usually we do a Zoom room, but a guy that Rob had talked to in the past, and we kind of kept it a secret for a little bit, and then he said, yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. And I'm so pumped to have Bienvenido Aguado here, and it's so sick. So.
Not a secret anymore. Thanks for having me, guys.
Can't thank you enough for taking the time when you're in the middle of your Rampage prep and like all the stuff that you're doing. Like one of the things I saw this morning was like, first of all, I didn't know you were staying here. So like seeing you like laser focused, getting ready to go was a really cool experience actually. And I have to laugh because my son was over the moon to meet you. He's
probably bipolar by sometimes.
Oh, dude, they absolutely I'm the same way. And I said to him, I was like, buddy, you saw him, but you just stood there and watched him. He's like, I couldn't believe he was standing there. Like that's kind of what I do now when I meet these people, because he's had the fortune to meet some pretty good big names in mountain biking because of this, and you're his favorite. And he's like,
yeah, he looked like his face. I could tell he was like, should I say something? Sure, but okay, let's just look.
He actually said to me, he's like, I was sitting in my rooftop tent, just kind of like waking up a little bit, and he goes, Dad, Bienve just walked out of the garage.
I heard it. I actually heard it. I was like, oh.
Thank you for so much for
Pleasure,
joining us.
Really appreciate it.
I'm glad that you said his name, Chief.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, he used to be in radio, so he knows these things.
Yeah, I have a nickname. It's Bimba, just because people doesn't know how to say my actual name, Bimba. Because I went to Starbucks once and I said my name to the counter, and they wrote Bimba, and they did it. They did it actually twice, and I sent a picture on a group chat, and since then I'm Bimba. And I just figured it out. It's easier to say that to anyone that's not from Spain, and they get it first go. that is, if I say Bienvenido, they're like, huh?
Oh, what?
Huh?
Was there
So
2 B's in there?
Yeah. Dude, 90% of the people have no idea how to write my name.
Dude,
so I just ended by Bimba, and it's easier.
It's kind of a weird
pretty
thing, but I'm always a little bit nervous when I tell people my name. Like I went to River Rock today and she's like, okay, so what's your name for the order? I said my actual real name, not Chief. And I was like, if it fucking comes out Chad again, like
I was gonna say your real name's even easier than Chief. I don't know.
I say some different names sometimes.
just make them up.
I just invent, like, I probably did like 20 different ones.
You know what? With your accent, you should just be like, I'm Gary. Just like come up with like the most.
Malcolm. Then we get it first go.
Oh yeah. Over there to my left, it is JP.
Well, it's not funny to listen to Creed. It's amazing.
And over across from me, it is Jimmy Sniper.
If someone flips me off, I just laugh.
On the ones and twos, the Jewish gangster Bobston Ross.
Like usual, I fucked it up.
And my name is Chief.
Hello, Chief.
Click that.
I like that job.
I'm not even gonna play it. Seriously, that's gonna get played every show.
Hello, Chief.
And then,
but
we
also-
got BNP too. So
But also on that note,
I am a Chad. That's great. Yeah. So again, thanks for taking time out because I know like the training and getting ready. There were actually people who said they wouldn't do the show with us because they were training for Rampage.
Yeah, but I mean, it's we are training according to the wind conditions, and we're getting the most of it. I had like 5 proper sessions in 4 days.
Nice.
So I can't complain. We took a day off yesterday because we knew it was going to be insane amount of wind, and it was pretty good to chill, do some other stuff, and we got tattoos. We had some laugh. We got the brain out of the being focused, which is also really good. And we went for a mission this morning, as he told. And the vibe is different. And I really like to put myself into the pressure, get out of it. Put me in the pressure again, get out of it. So I'm used to like switch from one to the other one. And I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I feel like especially on competition day and leading up to it, when you go out to ride the site, it's very much so like that, where it's like, all right, we're chilling, working on something, and then it's like, all right, we can ride. Time to ride, and you got to be
the
on.
Closer the final days is approaching, the more you get into the focus and not talking and just like picturing everything you want to do, especially after what feature are you gonna ride, and so the later, the less chatty I get.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and you don't necessarily get to choose when you ride. It's like, all right, it's game time to go.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. You're just like waiting for the right moment, and you gotta be able to switch your brain into like game mode.
Take a breath and just go.
Yeah. Also good to get out and like lower the RPMs and be good.
Well, and especially if wind shows up on, competition day, you got to be ready to kind of like get in between the wind, and it's like wait,
Tough thing
and then
though.
go.
Yeah, because usually if you get like a good window, it's not long enough to do a top to bottom.
Yep.
So it's tough. Someone's gonna get the win. Hopefully not. But I don't know. This is a new venue for me.
Oh, okay.
I'm excited about it because I did 3 Rampage, and last year's venue I've been there twice, so a third time will be like
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I would love to do the redemption because of
Yeah.
the feature that I couldn't land it properly and whatever. But new venue, new features,
Makes it more
new
exciting.
goals.
Yeah.
It makes me more like excited. Yeah, for sure.
Have you been out yet to kind of take a look?
No, we're not allowed.
Okay, I didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not allowed till scoping day, that when everyone gets into the venue.
Right.
When is that?
On the 7th.
Okay.
Yeah,
A
and
few more
actually, I wanted to be like, I watched some replays, of course, but I don't want to have like an idea before getting into the venue. I want to be open mind and just look everything.
Actually get your eyes on
Yeah,
it.
because if I have an idea straight away, then I'm just gonna be like, my eyes are gonna just pretending to be there, and I don't see other options, and that's something I learned from the other like past rampages. I need to be more open minded and see more options and then decide.
Yeah.
Not be like focus on one straight away before going to the venue.
I feel like it make your line and your line choice a lot more unique. as where it's not, because you keep watching replays, and if you get too focused, you might just end up riding the same thing somebody else did. Or
Correct.
Something like that.
Yeah, correct.
Makes sense. Are you? That's one thing. After digging out there a while back, you know, there's definitely like a little bit of competition, and sometimes friendly competition, and teams getting together like, hey, we're going to ride this portion of this line, and multiple riders will ride the same portion of a line.
I mean, there's some parts that's like there's no other way.
Yeah.
You have to share.
Do you find yourself, I mean, do you find yourself making friends for that reason, or like trying to find people to be on your good side? Like, hey, we're going to ride on this side of the mountain, so is, you know, these 3 riders type of thing, trying to schmooze them up?
There's for sure people I'm really close to that I ride a lot with. I've been riding with Reed and Simon and some other European guys so much. So the communication is just fluid.
That's good.
But I have nothing against no one. I like everyone. I respect everyone. And like, I mean, last year I team up with people that I never met before, and also with people that I met for years.
Yeah.
And I'm completely fine with it, both of those.
It's a good way to be. I feel like that's why you do well. I feel like because it, like, you show up and you're the nice guy and you just want to be friends with everybody. Like, that's always the better route. I've seen some people show up to not even just Rampage, but races and this and that, and they're, you know, all big chest, like, oh, I'm doing my thing. I'm better.
Yeah, I do my thing also, but I like to share the vibes. I like to be open minded to just enjoy what we're doing, because I know the pressure's on. You want to get a good result, but the more pressure you put on yourself, you don't really enjoy the event. Then it's not a passion anymore. It's just work.
And I don't think
you need to be in between.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, I feel like that's it. Yeah, you see people that get too over the top, too anxious and stressed about it, and the riding's not as
I'm
good.
for sure stressed about it. I'm on a mission.
Yep.
But I also want to enjoy the process.
Yep.
And the older I get, probably I understand this better.
Yeah.
Speaking of, how old are you?
38. I turned 38 a week ago.
Okay.
Happy birthday. Oh, yeah, that's right. I
Happy
texted
birthday,
you.
man.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, you're going to be one of the older guys out there.
I mean, Zinc is the oldest, and then
Yep.
I'm second oldest.
Okay.
Yeah. That's actually part of the reason when you were in a few years ago, because I'm 46. And I was like, oh man.
I mean, I've got into the free ride scene quite late, to be honest.
Right. Yeah.
I started riding mountain bikes with 21 years old. I did slopestyle for 10 years. And then my first downhill bike was 2018.
Really?
So, yeah, correct. Because I mean, I had downhill bikes before that, but they were aluminum ones, and I didn't like it. And I had them, but I didn't really use it. I just kept riding my dirt jump bike and just like put so many hours in it. And then at some point, YT sent me a carbon to us.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yes, this is cool. I might need to say I'm a carbon frame guy.
I'm with you.
I don't like aluminum. It's too heavy for me. I don't know. I'm short and I don't like super heavy bikes.
Well, and we've talked about this before on the show, but just existing on a dirt jumper for so long just makes you a better rider.
I
In
don't
ways.
really agree with that.
Okay. Yeah. Tell us why not.
So
Tell us why not.
you're better on tricks,
Yep.
jumps,
Yeah.
maybe whips, stees, whatever you want to call it. But dude, I had to learn how to go down the mountain.
Oh yeah.
I was so in 2018 when I got my first carbon bike, dude, I was bad. I was bad riding down the mountain. I was scared of the chutes, of the steeps, of the loose loams, all that techie things. I was not good at it. Not at all.
That is the exact same thing I went through when I moved out to Utah.
It took me some time.
Yeah.
It took me some time to get like confident with the steeps, with the chutes, with all of that. And then I probably like put so many hours going to Châtel and Andorra and all those like rocky, steep, techie bike parks. And then slowly I got into it. But same as I did with a dirt jump back in the days.
Yep.
I put so many hours.
Yeah.
And then I got like better on the bike. And then I was just trying to push myself. But after 10 years and after all the tricks I've done, like double fronty, flip double whip, there's at some point I was like, I have not really like new tricks to learn. I could, but I want to change. I want to do something new. And so I took the downhill bike and I just did the same, but on a like
and that
double sizes of the jumps.
And a lot of people don't realize that taking it from a dirt jumper to a downhill bike like that is not an easy task.
I mean, the good thing is I had the skills to flip it, to spin it, for the whips, for the bike control in the air and on the jumps. But I had to learn all the other like riding, actually riding a bike, not just jumping and tricking it.
Coming down and the brake control and all of that. I've seen people, I mean, better riders than I'll ever be, come down to Virgin, and you know, we ride here every weekend, used to anyways, and watch them come and you're like, oh, very good rider, but have they ever ridden a ridge at Rampage or something like that? And it's because you turn into it's like, cool, there's a jump down there,
and you can tell who's like a trick guy, who's a best trick guy, and who's just a racer. And you know, I didn't have a front brake till I got my tour. You know what I mean? I was just riding a dirt jump or a slopestyle bike with a rear brake, and I was just using it to do front flips.
What am I going to use a front brake for?
Yeah, you know, like, so
I think that's one of the things, like we were talking a few weeks back or maybe a month or so ago, we were talking about Andreu and the way that he like rides the mountain as well as the tricks in between, and like
he has a really good balance in between riding skills and trick and flow. I mean, his amplitude down the mountain,
he's so exciting to watch.
For me, it's just so fast. He's
fast with style in it.
Fast
he's not
with style and
it doesn't
tricks.
look like he's trying to go fast, but he's fucking ripping.
It's just natural.
Yeah, it's cool, and that's you can definitely see that. And I've even just like watching a few videos of you, like seeing you approach the jumps and everything like that, and it's you can tell that you've put the time in, because your bike wants to go to the right when you want to go left. You got to know what to do.
I had this issue a couple of times.
Yeah, I can imagine. Have there been I know that like it comes to my mind like last year watching Chelsea, where she wrecked on that one little transfer spot. You know, it wasn't any major feature, nothing like that.
But sometimes the smallest thing you're like this is nothing. You don't even practice.
Don't even think about it. And that's what
can get you.
That's what gets you.
Yeah, I had that in the past.
And talking to her recently, she's been very much focused on like turning and making sure that she doesn't make those same mistakes this year. It was nice to see her today. So
I just had breakfast with her.
Help you focus on like the job you're there to do is like go big and you know, do your tricks you want to do.
She's good. I believe if she makes it to the bottom, she's top 3 for sure.
We agree. Yeah,
I'm with her.
We're big fans. Like we've known Chelsea for years.
She sends it.
Yeah,
she's got good vibes too when you're out riding. She like wants she wants to be out there. She'll be the first one up.
She puts the time on the effort for sure as well.
And one of my favorite Chelsea memories is a few years ago, last closing weekend at Deer Valley. My son is just enamored with mountain biking and mountain bikers in general, as you saw earlier, and he got. Chelsea like put him in front of her, and the entire way down the mountain, I'm behind Chelsea, and the entire way down the mountain was her just cheering him on and giving him stoke. And he still to this day talks about that.
That helps a lot.
Yeah. Question. Your line in 23 was probably one of my favorite Rampage lines of all time. What was your basis for your decision of creating that line?
I mean, that line, I liked it, but the top was, and I needed to go ride, and it was already busy. They've done the battleship, so that was like super cool on top already, and me going under was like, So it was good. I knew I wanted. The thing is, I knew I wanted to go to the Canyon Gap.
Okay.
Because as soon as I've seen that, I was like, I need to fronty that. It was like, I really wanted to put a fronty combo in it on my second run, but I got like a little over rotated, so I just cleaned it up and didn't throw my bike, make it to the finish line to just clear things up, you know, because there were some doubts about it. But my line choice was just like, however, get to the Canyon Gap. And we did that jump with Simon on top. And that was decent, but the speed getting into that was a bit like slow, you know, it looked like, you know, cruising too much to the right side. But as soon as I was straight down, I love that. The 3, the flip, the fronty, that's my style.
Like if you could change anything, like just looking back at it, I'm not saying that you have regrets, but looking back at it, what would you change about that line?
I will try to get some steep shoot and some fast like amplitude, like the shoot that Sea Dog did, for example, was a really good idea.
Yeah.
When he started it, I was like, clever. So clever.
Good. Hell yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's your thing. I didn't say nothing, but I was so jealous. I was like, oh, this thing looks so good. And it would have been perfect. Just go from the top till there and then shoot, speed, and then my zone, the main part.
Yeah.
That will have changed things up for sure. But things, I was late, and then I was like, okay, I do the jump on top, I do my little steez, and then I get gnarly from the middle to down.
Hell yeah.
But in my opinion, if you want to have a podium line, you need more than the tricks I did.
Nice.
You need amplitude, you need speed, you need the tricks, you need the size of the features, and I have 2.5 of those for.
You'll get all 3.
I'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now you have that experience to draw on for this year, so you can kind of.
It's never enough, though. We'll see.
But it gets pushed like higher and farther and crazier every year.
I'm approaching on a different way. That's for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just because of like the last 2 years, what I've learned from it, my approach is different now.
Just like personally, the run when you threw the bike, like that was.
No one knows that was the end of my line. They thought I just missed the feature, and actually when I throw my bike, that was Emil's feature. So I did the step down, and that was my last feature, and then I went like, and I celebrated, and I almost ran out of time, and then they got me the score, and then everyone was telling me, dude, you got underscored because you throw the bike. I'm like,
silly.
What do you mean? They know it's my last feature.
Yeah.
So I went to the judges, asked, and they were like, no, you almost ran out of time, but all good. I was like, boom. Let's go. Then that's it. I made my run. Yeah. I almost fucked up with the time, but all good.
But that run, okay, so that run going into when you were down in the corral, honestly, I started mountain biking in like maybe 2011, 2012, somewhere in there. The first time I watched Rampage until that run, that was by far still is my favorite thing I've ever seen in Rampage.
I've heard many people telling me they were like, dude, that was a highlight of the Rampage story, and it makes me so happy about it.
Yeah.
I want to redo something like that, but man, no canyon gaps again. And actually people is asking me, are you gonna front into canyon gap again? I'm like, there's no canyon gap this year. Dude, so I might need to invent
it. Wasn't even that. It wasn't that. It was your hype for the end. Okay, so now you're down in the corral.
The Sally you could tell.
Yeah.
Right.
I love that.
The baby cry and all that.
You were down there and like you're shirtless and you're hugging all the other riders, and I was like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to Rampage.
Absolutely.
Like I'm telling my wife, I'm sitting there going, I wish I was there this year, like, because we usually are kind of hanging out by the corral. yeah, I would have ran out there and hugged you, but like, it was such hype, like, and it just to me, it showed me like
that was a good release.
What was going on in your mind?
Yeah,
and
I was just like all the effort and the pressure and the time on the bike, away of my family and spending money and just the traveling and all the effort was like, everything, like it was worth it.
Yeah.
And then for second run, I just did it to clear things up because people was like, oh, your score has been affected because you throw the bike. I'm like, I fucking do it again. and then I landed it. I was like, okay, go straight to the finish line. So I pedal and I was like, so this is it. So what's the score now? 1 point extra. Okay, cool. I was like, good. This is what I'm getting. And I wasn't too surprised about the score.
Yeah.
I didn't see myself on the podium because of the top section.
Yeah,
it's
not everyone loved it.
They love it, the vibe. The front flip was sick, but it's not the best trick competition and it's not a vibe competition.
Right.
It is an overall Rampage run competition. And if you look at that, I was missing some stuff. The speed and the top section and the shoots and some proper riding. It was tricks.
I can totally tell you're there to win. Like I get that. And like that was one of the things I was to say about Chelsea. So I have like a great story about Chelsea practicing and just how much hours I saw her put into a single trick once. And like I kind of like, as we're talking, even though we've never met, and I look at how you take your training, at least how I think you do your training. Seems like you're kind of on that same wavelength where you're like, okay, we have this thing, we're going to accomplish this. This is the goal. This is how it's going to be set. And then it's kind of this, right?
Yeah, I have an approach. I know what I want to do. I don't know where though.
Yeah,
because I haven't been on the venue ever. I don't know why, because that venue looks amazing. But we just been sessioning 23, 24, 15, old side. I don't know. We just didn't went there because it's kind of huge. But I'm excited. I've seen the replay yesterday, and there's so many options on the right, and that huge shoot on the center for zinc, it looks insane. But I'm not going that way because it's their thing. I just respect it was their idea, you know. And I think there's gonna be like 2-3 guys going there. But I know what I want. I know I want to go straight down. I want to be quick top to bottom, and I want to put 3 huge features. Some steez, some speed, some shoots, some loose, some schlarp maybe. And I'm going to try to find all of that together in one run and make sure it's not more than 3 minutes.
It's like I'll be 30 seconds top to bottom.
It's like Andreu on fucking Kong.
Yeah.
I got to say, like, one of the things I look for in athletes is passion. And that's why you're... this is the nerd in me, just so you know. This is why one of my favorites, because you show that passion. And here it comes, because they always make fun of me for
Rob's
this.
never a nerd around
Dude, this is the first time he's not had a boner talking to him. So he's getting better.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just because this table's harder than the one at the office.
And it's also because, like, I had that morning, like, hey, how's it going? Like, super awkwardness for myself.
I wish I could have seen it.
He got it off in the morning.
I wish I could have had that on, because it was, for me, it was like, hi, and like we missed the knuckles. I was like, okay.
Wait, whoa. You missed the knuckles? You didn't tell us that story.
Yeah, we missed the first one.
I was sitting up on my rooftop tent, and I went to like give him knocks.
You know,
like,
I'm
missed.
short, and it was on top on the top roof tent, and so
You can blame it on
have
Rob.
to
We
jump.
usually do.
Yeah, it's always my fault. I like to fuck things up.
2 short
Tyler,
guys.
that was Tyler when he came in. I did the weird, like, he gave you a high five, and then I went to like high five him, but he went to shake me, so I like grabbed his hand upside down.
Yeah.
He totally hates me now.
Dude, but the passion in the bike throw for me, like, I really liked you before, but like that was like, this dude's fucking awesome. And I literally said to myself in that moment, it's like, I got to find a way to get this guy on the show so we can talk about that. And like my son, like I said to you this morning, he literally talked about your fronty and the bike throw for 4 months straight.
The bike throw was a thing. Some people liked it, some people don't.
I fucking loved it because
Some
it showed
people
passion.
don't because they were like, you got fucked because of it. I'm like, have you seen the second run?
Yeah.
I did the exact same thing, and I went to the finish line, and I just got 1 extra point.
Yeah. And it's just free ride. You're stoked. You fucking toss it down.
I couldn't avoid it.
Yeah. No,
I literally couldn't avoid it.
We were driving down here, and out of the blue, he brought that up. He's like, that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in mountain biking. He's 11 years old, so like he's got more to see. But I agree with him. That whole thing was just. I like raw emotion. I like passion, and
I was emotional. That's for sure.
Like and they'll all get this joke, but when I saw that, I was like, I gotta give this guy a hug.
I mean, at that point, I know there was many people in the venue, but at that point, I was alone with my brain, like my goal and my whole passion and my whole idea about how long did it took me to be there, and I was like, pfft. And then I was for 20 seconds. I was like, I couldn't hear nothing.
Fuck yeah!
And then I saw the replays, and the crowd went nuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
They loved it.
I couldn't hear it.
Dude, so many, like,
My brain was just so loud.
That endeared
Talking
you
to
to
myself.
so many people, I think, and I think it was incredible and honestly necessary. And I like people who say that, like, oh, whatever. They're like, I'm a free ride purist. He should have done that. He should have finished his run. Oh, fuck that shit. Like, dude, like. That was incredible.
I appreciate that.
I think too, like watching that, I think all of us on like even like a micro level have been in there, right? Like we get that. Like a lot of us, especially who do this kind of riding, you know, when you hit something that's like you've worked up to so hard.
I mean, I almost died a couple times to get to that point. So
Yeah.
And so, you can celebrate just a little bit. Yeah.
You can celebrate a bit. Yeah.
A lot of people do that. And like, I'm like, if I do something like, first time I ever did a flip, okay, no celebration whatsoever, you know, but
You have to,
in my head though, I was just like in a different world, you know, cause that was something I worked so hard at 45 to land. And yeah, you could just like,
But
I think
that's
a
the
lot
main
of people
point.
get that.
But that's the main point.
Yeah.
How do you make yourself feeling about it?
Yeah. I used to talk crap on people that would throw their bikes. I'm like, oh, they don't care about their $10,000 bike. And then I did something that I had worked really hard to do and like done the same thing. And I like finished it, accomplished it. And I ghost rode the shit out of my bike. Just like,
Well, like, yeah,
I was like, okay.
Some people blamed on me sometimes to do that too. And then now I avoid it.
I mean, I had the same thing going on when I finally hit that wood drop at Solitude a few weeks back. I was like, I like was calm, but in my head, I'm like, fuck yeah. I was also really angry before that. So
We don't
no.
yeah, I was.
we don't need angry Rob out there.
Angry Rob does good things when it comes to his bike, but I don't like to be angry. I should get myself angry more often on a bike because I do better things when I'm angry on my bike.
I think I know the answer to this question, but when you were, 34, 35, when you first popped into Rampage, like, as you were training up for that, was there any point when you're just like, man, I'm kind of old, like, compared? Because
honestly, no.
I didn't think so.
The funny fact, I got into Rampage in 2019 by accident because I just went to Proving Grounds. It was just a cool event. And I got noticed that it was a Rampage qualifier, like just a couple of days before the event. I was like, oh, cool. That sounds cool, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to ride a bike. So I don't know what I'm going to do if I get the spot. So I was like, okay, it's just like a slopestyle event on big bikes. Let's go there. I had fun. I did that stupid 18 meters boner log front flip.
Yeah.
And then I was so happy about that I almost fuck up the rest of the run. And that got me, I think, fourth. And the top 3 spots were getting the Rampage spot. And it was windy. And so I didn't do my second run. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
I know.
It's windy. I did my fronty. Good experience. I'm alive. Boom. A week later, you're in for Rampage. I'm like,
Oh shit.
shit.
What was that?
And that was like 10 days before.
Oh shit.
And I could fly here 3 days before Rampage. My bike didn't make it. So I had to, after like 36, 40 hours with no sleep on the jet lag, drive to Vegas, get my bike, come back.
Holy shit.
So it was such a bad mission.
Yeah.
I could get like 2 sessions in the desert and then straight to digging day.
Had you ever ridden here? No. Holy shit. See, that's the exact example I was talking about.
I was really, really out of the skills.
Yeah.
So that's why I tried that front flip on top, because I was like, okay, maybe this works. But I was so rookie on digging as well. So I used the peak and the tools maybe on the wrong way or just too much instead of giving little breaks. So I just the wrong way.
Digging out here is
Digging
tricky.
out here. And I got what's a síndrome compartimental. It's issued from the moto guys that the muscle from the arm gets too big.
Yeah.
That it cuts the blood going through.
It's like arm pumps.
Arm pumps.
Yeah.
I had to get surgery on the right one as
Oh
well.
shit, serious.
And on 219 is the first time I noticed I had that problem because I couldn't move my arms and on finals day I was exhausted. My arms, I couldn't feel my arms. That's probably why I crashed on both of my front flips on top.
A top to bottom run with no arms, just
the actual pop on the front flip was already a mess. That's why I under rotate both of them.
That's hard.
Yeah.
I think it was you that I may have been thinking of when you said it was 2019. Because I
That was
remember
my first.
it had to have been you I was thinking of, because I was like, this guy's never even been down to the desert, and was like, I can't imagine
literally
getting to the
didn't know
top
how
and being
to-
like, holy shit.
I was shitting my pants all
I
day.
can only imagine.
But once they told me I was in, I was like, what should I do? Not use the spot? Like,
Kind of have to.
I was like, okay, let's give it a try. I'm going to learn the hard way. But at least I'm going to learn something for sure. But then that made me really angry for the future, though.
Nice.
That's when my brain went like swapped.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, this is the next thing I will be happy to achieve.
That'd be
And
cool.
that's from 19 to 23.
Yeah.
Those 4 years got released after that run. That
That's
was the
cool.
baby cry. That was the celly. That was everything in there.
I think it's I can't remember. I was gonna say a saying, but then I remembered a saying I said last night, and it was what's happening. I was using it wrong. I think it's one in the same, but I always say two in the same. And somebody's like, that's not how that works. And I was like, two in the same. It's like two in the same thing. They're like, no, it's one in the same. And for 20 years I've been using. And so I was thinking about, now I can't even remember what saying I was going to say now because I was afraid of it being wrong. It's bad.
So you've mixed in like the two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
This is like in Boondock Saints. We need to get you a book of Proverbs. No idea what the fuck you're saying.
Make like a tree and fuck off.
What about like the physical component of it all? Because like, dude, you're in good shape. Like you can tell that you're lifting weights, and like I think you're lifting weights. God, I hope you're lifting weights.
This guy
if you just look like that, I hate you.
This guy thinks everybody's got to lift weights if they got muscles.
I gotta be honest with you. I've been doing gymnastics when I was a kid.
That's what I thought.
For 10 years. Then I stopped completely, and I just my body has been the same since then.
So you just built all that with gymnastics. Back in the
correct.
day.
I was 14 and I had the same body, but with 65 kilos instead of 80.
Right.
Now I'm 80, but I'm more or less the same shape, same like size, and everything just got bigger with the time. But actually, my gym is the moto.
Okay.
I have a Yamaha R6. I have a Stark. I have a flat track bike. I have some other bikes, but mainly the road bikes, the asphalt. You get so strong with that. That's my gym, and I love it.
I gotta ask this question because my background, a lot of what I did before I even got into mountain biking was I used to road race motorcycles. Do you ever, like, technique wise, do you ever, like, when you're hitting a corner, fall into the road bike thing where you're leaning into the corner instead of pushing the bike into it? And how do you deal with that?
On the asphalt, touching the knee and everything?
Going from touching the knee and pushing the bike, going down with the bike. Actually, Chelsea and I were talking about this, going down with the bike and putting your knee down to, like, pushing the bike into a corner. Do you ever, like, struggle with that? Or how do you...
I mean, I went down. That's for sure. I struggle with that.
Okay.
Yeah, but at some point, you need to really put your body low.
Yep.
And the motor as straight as you can.
Yep.
And that helps a lot with the grip.
Good. That's good. Like it's funny because Chelsea and I were having this conversation because my biggest thing with riding was I still to this day lean my bike into turns instead of pushing it into the turn and go and running it through. And it's because of motorcycles.
Yeah, I mean on the moto, the when you're tired, you actually don't put the body in, then you lean the bike more.
Yeah.
Then when the trouble comes.
Yep.
I always feel like the best relation between the moto, ridden a lot of street bikes, I love it, but I always feel the translation between the two is realizing where the weight's at, because when you're on a street bike, the bike's heavy.
Yep.
When you're on a mountain bike, you're heavy.
Yeah,
and
correct.
You're putting that weight where it needs
Same
to be.
as like the moto, like the Stark and the motocross bikes. That took me some time to understand that, because I'm just used to go back on the bike and just go. If you do that on the moto, you're
done.
You're going nosedive and you eat shit.
It's it reminds me of Valentino Rossi. Those guys are always the MotoGP guys. They're always on the flat tracks, always on the motos.
Yeah, because it's really like techie.
Yeah,
flat track. It's really techie.
It seems like it, and you're balancing the bike and drifting.
If you try to go fast, you're gonna loop out and crash. If you try to go slow and smooth, then you're fast.
Yeah, it's like slow it down, put it where it needs to be.
Yeah, correct.
Slow and smooth is definitely fast. And that's when I was racing street bikes, that was the number one thing that they taught us in like our license classes. Like, don't try to force it. Go slow. Go smooth.
Yeah.
Find your flow, and you'll be fast.
It will be better. What I like about motos, it's usually on the mountain bike we've got shadows. I mean, here we have to hike, but where I used to ride in Europe, in wherever, we get shadows, we get like gondolas and stuff. So it's not that much of a physical effort. How long is the line? 2 minutes? 3 minutes? How many laps can you do on a day? 8, 6, 8? How long is that? This is like 20, 25 minutes on the bike. Every time you go on the track and you do 10 laps, it's 25 minutes. Focus. holding the bar 230, like 200, like 160, 180 miles an hour, which is 230, 240 kilometers an hour. And you're holding.
Yep.
And then you have to brake to 80 in 100 meters and then over and over again. And so it's cardio.
Yep.
It's, you're so focused. You have to concentrate so much. The body, your arms, your legs, the workout, the whole body is working out.
And you're literally wrestling the bike into the corner.
And that's
speed.
one time you go on the truck.
Yep.
Imagine if you do 7 sessions.
Yep.
It's 2.5 hours.
I used to do
on full throttle.
Stop being on point.
Yeah, I lose 2 kilos every time I go on with the R6,
especially in the leathers. Like I used to ride 30-40 minute like the endurance races on bike, and I'll tell you, like when I would get in my leathers, it would be a squeeze.
I know.
When I'd be done,
it
was these things right off. Not only between like losing a little bit of weight, but also the amount of sweat. Like
I mean, it's water for sure, main of it. But sometimes I went out of my home with 170 pounds, came back with 160. Literally, almost 3 kilos.
That's amazing.
And I've been drinking. It's just the amount of effort you don't. It's so fun. You don't realize if you use your legs, then the arms are getting not too much like arm pumps, and so you can keep riding, and you end up doing like 200 kilometers.
Yeah.
And that's so much effort
be going
physically.
full speed.
Yeah, so that's why it's my gym, because I love it. It's so fun that I don't want to stop, and I just keep going till I'm dead.
I think Chief is about to kind of gloss over this because it didn't go quite how he wanted.
No, I could see that. I mean, he's talking about.
Yeah, how his gym is not a gym and he's still stronger than you. It's okay. it's okay, Chief. And not everybody is.
My girlfriend tries to bring me to the gym with her. I only do abs and chest.
Yeah.
I can't do legs. I can't do arms. Otherwise, I'm just a cruise on. I can't move, and I don't like it. And my neck gets huge, so my head is as wide as my neck.
Yeah,
So I just do bike, moto, and abs and chest. Sometimes some push-ups, and that's all.
Yeah,
I will admit, the first time I ever rode a snowmobile, that was the most sore I've ever been over my entire body in my whole life.
Snowmobile, motocross,
especially if you don't use your legs. Every moto, you need to use the legs. You need to ride the moto with the legs. If you only use your arms and you just go like super tight, then you're fucked. After 10 minutes, you're toast.
Well, so many of those moto guys, they're all jacked too.
Well, I was going to say, if I always tell people, I'm like, if you want to put one like at the top of like the most demanding sports, you have like soccer where you run.
I'd say motocross.
Like supercross, motocross, dude, it's all day. You're going in sessions, and then you have an hour race. And that's after doing all your practice sessions, all your heat motos, all your...
On my start, if I go with the same horsepower than a 450 factory, which is like 58 or something, I do 2 laps.
Dude, it's so brutal.
And I'm done.
So brutal.
And I have to stop, otherwise I'm dying.
Yeah.
2 laps, which is what, 3 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
And I have to stop. Honestly, it gets dangerous.
If anybody's
I get sketchy.
Yeah, if you get on a track and you think it's going to be like kind of fun and easy, you're so wrong. Like it's so difficult.
You want to go like lower. I usually go like 45 horsepower and just flow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I can do like 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it gets sketchy anyways.
Which is still, 10, 12 minutes and you're just toast.
It's
full
like
body, head to toe.
8 laps.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like cruising.
Yep.
And using a lot of my legs, trying to like be on the proper technique, which is never going to happen because I'm still a rookie. But I'm learning, and that's the fun part about it. But physically helps so much. Now I'm hiking, I'm like up and down. I want to see that.
That's easy now.
I've got a Star too. That's the Star guys. They got me an Enduro Star.
Oh, cool.
So I'm scoping like 5 times.
And just
that if I was just walking, but it's cool.
And going out Enduro on a bigger bike is a lot of effort too. Like you got to be meticulous. You got to know where you're getting grip and not. If you're fighting the bike the whole time,
it's soft out there. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
And just getting up and down those hills out there, for me, like it can be rough, because I don't do any sustained stuff like that. So by the time I get up there with my bike, I'm just like,
he only goes to the gym. So
it's not the same to go up without the bike than with the bike. Like, even if it's a carbon bike.
For real. Carbon bike's still 35, 40 pounds. Somewhere between there. Yeah. So
mine, I think mine it's 40 something.
Yeah, I think that's about what mine would be too.
Mine is like 15 kilos.
Yeah.
Which is not heavy. I know some people is riding like 16, 17 kilos. But
Yeah, that's not, because even if you look at like the enduro guys, most of their bikes are like real close to 40, high 30s. I mean, you want a little bit of weight on the bike, but you can only get them so light and still trust them to land.
I mean, I will never ride like carbon bars or wheels.
Yeah.
I'm okay with carbon frame, maybe the cranks, but nothing else on carbon.
Yeah, the frames, they've done a really good job of making those just as strong, if not stronger.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2025, so
Yeah.
carbon
It
is
better
good.
be good.
better be good, yeah.
Ask Rhino all about carbon bars. His breaking some bars in Whistler a few years ago, and then he redid the normal mountain biker reel.
Oh, with the,
yeah,
because he had like both broke bars.
So your dig team has entered the room. Talk about your dig team and the cohesiveness that you guys have during the event, and kind of how you got to know these guys.
So Marcel, as I said earlier, it's a really like sick slopestyle rider. It's been on top 20 of some like gold events of the FMB World Tour and stuff. It does all the big tricks like cork saves and double flips and insane shit. And we've been riding together in La Poma in Barcelona since I think 2010, something like that.
Yep.
Or maybe 11. He was pretty young, not even 18, and I was like 26, something like that. Average. I can't remember exactly now. So we've been riding for so long, and then he's an architect as well. He likes to build lips. He likes to build ramps. He works with wood. He likes just to build in general.
Yeah.
And he's been working at La Poma, the local spot, shaping. So he knows how to use the tools. And he's passionate about the biking and the building. And I thought that was a cool pack.
Okay.
You know, he's never been in Rampage before 23. But I was like, I think he's got it. Because he's used to use like worse dirt. And the one from Utah, it's so easy to shape.
We were actually talking about that a couple weeks ago.
I was like, should be dialed, and he knows, and he has the vision of new features, tricks, and speed, and all that it takes to build a line.
Yeah.
And then in 23, I was working with Ryan Rodriguez.
Yep.
He's such a cool guy, but he's digging for Chelsea. And he told me, I completely understood that he was about to work for Chelsea when girls were doing Rampage last year. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And then I think the next day they call me or they send me a message because Ryan told Tyler about it. And I was like, oh, Tyler, that guy, we've been riding the year before, right?
Yeah.
So we just met each other in 23. I went to 9 Lives, which is a super typical line that's over there. And we just met each other. We became friends out of nowhere. And we started having like super sick bikes, super sick riding, and just hitting the jumps and just being on a good vibe.
Yeah.
And then after that, I just went to Rampage. We didn't see each other that much again. But those couple days riding together, I was like, oh, this guy's cool. You know, he's passionate. He's new on the scene, but so passionate about it. I was like, oh. He's 40 something. I was like, this dude.
Yeah.
Whoa. I feel like it's kind of me, no? It started late, but so passionate. So this can only be good.
And to speak to that, I remember talking to my God, I just fucking forgot your name. Talking to Tyler about this, and he's like, "Yeah, I just met him in the desert, and because I haven't been in the scene,
yeah, we're just hanging out.
I didn't know who he was." And tell like, since you're on the mic now, tell us your version of that story and how you got to know him and being part of that team and what that means to you.
So
Get closer to the mic.
All right, here we go. Can we hear?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm out in at Old Site, and I'm fixing up this. I think it was after the bender. I think
somewhere there, yeah.
Yeah. So Bienvenido and Marcel roll through. This is 2023.
Yeah.
And I just started mountain biking and moved up to St. George, and then he starts talking, and then I understand that he's in Rampage, and I was like, well, that's cool. I couldn't say his name. He says his name's Bienvenido, and I'm like, what?
I just have to say Bimba.
Bimba.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you want to go for a lap? And I'm like, sure, let's go ride a bike. And we go to my truck, and my kids are there, and they've seen YouTube. They watch YouTube all the time. They see.
So they knew my name probably.
Well, he walks up, and they're just like mouths open, like, oh, Bienvenido.
And
like,
Tyler was just, this is a guy I just met. It's cool. We're going to ride bikes together.
Yeah.
And that was the vibe at the beginning. Just two guys on a bike.
yeah, my kids were just like blown away, and I'm just like,
Who the fuck is that
who
guy?
is this guy? He's from Spain. I guess he's in Rampage. Cool. Here we go.
We just want to ride bikes.
He's had a crazy rise as a rider as well, because I remember riding with him probably like 3-4 years ago when you first moved out here. I don't even think you had moved here the first time I rode with you, because we went to where did we go? You crashed and broke your finger.
Big water.
Big water, yeah. that was like the first time I ever met you. And then I came down here and stayed a winter, and then we rode quite a bit that winter. And then he looks at me this one day, and we were riding 9 Lives. We were up at the very top. And he's like, I think I'm getting decent at biking.
And now I'm just like, oh man, I suck at biking.
But he's better than he'll tell you, for sure.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause Tyler's
definitely.
a super nice guy.
His progression is amazing though.
It is, especially for an older dude.
Yeah.
But he's put a lot of time in. So, yeah, and he's going to be great for digging out.
He's passionate. Yeah. He
Yeah.
knows the terrain. He likes what we're doing. He likes biking. He's doing his thing and also taking part of my thing. So
Yeah.
nothing better than that.
And big ups to him for hosting us. We really appreciate you, you and your family welcome us getting here. And also, I'll say this publicly, your wife is a phenomenal human being.
I agree.
And it was and what was really cool, and she said this to me earlier, and I'm the nut job that thanks everybody a million times, and you've
I'm
seen
getting
this
tired
already.
of it, but
And
whatever.
you could tell me to shut the fuck up. But like, it was really cool to see her be like, thank her and be like, you know what, like, I haven't seen Tyler be this passionate about something and be this into something since we've been together. And it is essentially saying it's her duty to make sure that she supports, and talking about how she's expecting your house to become a hostel for Rampage if you need to shower or whatever. So, dude, we really, really appreciate you being here, and we're gonna have you do either a live episode soon when you come up, or a Zoom episode to kind of tell your story and to talk to people about it as well. And I want to also. I just want to thank you so much for being here, but I want to invite Marcel to hop in as well, to take your seat for a second, technically Perry's seat, and give his story about being a digger, and like what he's been through, and kind of what his experience has been like with all this.
He loves it. Like a month before Rampage, he's like, oh, I'm so excited already.
So tell us, like, so first of all, are you actually an architect in like real life, or are you an architect on jobs, like a dirt architect?
Yeah, I'm finishing the university.
Oh, nice.
It's everything done except I have to do practice in a real company.
Yeah.
Of architecture or something like that, and will be done.
Oh, that's cool. I've been in construction for 30 years, so like
good.
So I offline, I'd love to like chat with you a little bit about and hear about kind of what your passions are about that side, because I love the design side of construction.
Yeah, so I love everything about construction.
Yeah,
and I love mountain biking, so I love build jams, everything like pump trucks,
rideable stuff.
Yeah.
and what, like, he talked about you guys meeting at La Palma. Like, give us your version of the story, and like what it was like to kind of get to know him, and then be invited to dig at Rampage with him.
For me, he was, and he's a superstar, like a
superstar.
Yeah, for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want a kiss?
later, please. And I met him, I don't know, maybe 12 years ago in La Palma.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like 2011 or something like that.
And I did my first flip bar spin, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He
was Happy Ride Weekend contest from La Palma. And since there, we've been like being friends.
Yeah.
And riding quite a lot. And doing some shows together, traveling to contests.
We did many competitions in Europe, like FIS Montpellier and
Austria, 26 Tricks.
26 Tricks, like the classic Dircham and Slopestyle comp in Europe.
Yeah.
Also some shows in Spain. on airbag or dirt jumps, and
So kind of like
that's how we hang out a lot.
like the Masters of Dirt.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Correct. Same as this, but not that one exactly.
Okay.
But all the shows that they look the same.
That's super cool.
Yep.
We need to have more of that stuff in the U.S. We don't have a lot of that stuff. I'd love to
I
see
mean,
that stuff in
they
the
do
US.
motocross freestyle shows, but
Yeah, but I would love to see the like kind of like what Nitro Circus does, except
Yeah.
like more focused on like
Mountain
MTB
bike.
slopestyle and mountain biking.
Yeah, it seems to be much smaller. Like it does happen, but it's on a very small scale, usually in like a gym at a school.
Yeah, just like Danny McCaskill's videos.
Yeah.
So what's your your first experience digging in was 23, right?
Rampage, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Give us an idea what that was like for you and like seeing the site for the first time.
the steeps.
Steve. So I saw some videos and some live stream before going to Rampage,
Yep.
but it's nothing.
It's completely different.
Yeah. When you are there, it's like, wow,
I had
incredible.
I had the same feeling. I was like, oh, it looks like a cool mountain, but then you're there, like, oh,
It's unreal.
This
So
is
steep.
exposed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even for digging. So the first days, every year, I'm scared to don't fall down of the cliff. But yeah, after 2 days, it's getting used to and working.
It's like
Close.
like the garden.
Is there anything in particular you do to prepare to dig beforehand?
Sorry?
Is there anything you do to get yourself in shape to prepare for digging beforehand? Because it's people don't realize that it's an arduous, really, really difficult task, and it takes a lot of physical ability to dig at Rampage. Do you do anything like exercises or just going out and digging going out and digging? Is that how you prepare?
I do couple stuff like surfing. So it's
So he's born ready. He's born ready. That's it.
I do pit bike stuff too.
Nice.
With the friends, reading and working too. Like I'm building pump trucks
Nice.
on a company, so it's hard work because you do it everything by hand. And yeah.
So you're just consistently in the digging culture and always like there and building, and that's essentially your day to day. Essentially, is what prepares you. Like he said,
exactly.
That's really cool, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everything he does, it actually comes to a good thing to be a Rampage digger.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, dude. Really appreciate you, and that food you cooked smells fantastic.
Thank you.
If there's any left, I might go sneak some.
There are some.
Well, thank you for hopping in here and just for being part of this. We super appreciate that.
Thanks to you so much.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's good that you got the whole team here because usually we don't get to do that.
Yeah.
Like we'll just get the guest and
We're special.
yeah. But it's also good that we get to do it live.
I know.
No, they're
it's
sick.
so much better
We're
and more
really
fun.
close to each other, and the vibe is sick. And the main part for me, it's besides the riding skills or the digging skills, it's the connection that we have, and that we really enjoy spending time together, even if it's not on a bike or we're just the same way. We're kids. I'm 38, he's 40, but we're still kids.
Yeah.
He's the real kid.
Yeah. Who do you like to ride with when you're not at Rampage? Like if you're just going for a chill ride?
I would ride with them, and also in Spain there's a friend of mine called Alejandro Bonafe. He's such a dirt jump machine. We ride together a lot, also motos, and that's basically it. But when I travel, there's so many of the international riders I love to ride with. I mean, I have my heart with Reed and Simon for sure, but they're I like everyone.
Anything else? You want to do questions from the audience?
Yeah, I guess it was kind of nice taking a break. It's nice watching from the
That's
outside.
gonna get spicy.
Yeah.
I've been
it's not
taking a
as...
break the whole show.
You finally said something.
Well, Jimmy, I wish Jimmy would speak up as well because he can see it too, especially while I was on the couch. And Chief got his second, I don't go to the gym, I'm just strong answer today.
Hey, okay. Looking at the two of us, who do you think can bench more, me or him?
Show me.
We were laughing about that before. We were like, we're going to have to take our shirts off. and ask that question. Usually we have a bunch of questions on this, but we just posted it this morning and we don't have a nighttime show. So we just have a couple here. If you had to choose, this one's from a guy named Slick Honey Soaked Cougar. Okay. It's not bad. Frozen burritos or ramen if you had to choose.
Ramen.
Yeah,
Good call.
I can see that.
Health, just a bit healthier. Tiny bit.
You tend to eat pretty healthy then, right?
No.
No, you don't.
I mean, I used to eat stupid amounts of food.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to balance.
Yeah.
So I can keep my weight.
Yeah, so you're just like burning it all off.
I just love meat though.
Yeah, doesn't matter. We had a guy on named Jeff Robertson, and he's kind of like, he's a big dude. He's like 240 pounds, 6'2" or something like that. And he posts a lot of the food that he eats because he's a power lifter too, along with being a mountain bike coach. And he just
Huge
eats
amounts.
hamburgers all the time.
It's everything.
Protein.
Yeah, big, massive dude. Okay, this one's from Nasty Nate 88, and it says, how do you do massive front flips with balls that big?
The weight helps. No, I actually also with my nose, I have a huge nose, so I go forward with that. No, it's basically step by step. You go from 1 meter to 2 to 3 to 4. Over the years, you end up doing bigger size. But usually I do wide mine, and good luck.
I mean, speaking of, did you do the world record front flip? What's biggest?
At Darkfest. Yeah, I did 100 feet.
Oh,
yeah.
That's big.
Was that another one where you're just like, I'm going to do this thing?
I've been picturing that one for 1.5 years because that was my second Darkfest. And the first Darkfest I did, we got unlucky with the wind. So I usually we do like 40, 50 laps through the week on the like the main course, top to bottom. That first year I was at Darkfest, we did 7. So there was no riding. We could hit a bit of the step up and play a bit. We got lucky with one session, but that was far away from enough to do something like that. And then I kept that 1.5 years waiting for the second year that I went to, thinking about it. And then I went focus mode on the last day and just went for it. I did like 3 speed checks and I was like, okay, cross your fingers, let's go. And I really wanted to do it. And I did another baby cry there.
It's justified.
It's funny. I like your emotional aspect because the Chief wrote a song today in AI that had me crying over a beer. And I think that you and I would probably get happy and cry sometime.
Rob would for sure.
Rob is definitely the most emotional one of us.
So, and I have to ask this question, and it's in relation to 2023 and the awards you received. I can see just clearly why you won the Kelly McGarry Spirit Award.
I was surprised about that one too.
In my mind, like
they told me after that Kelly wanted to fronty the Canyon Gap, and I didn't know.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they told me that, and I also rebuilt a lip at after the Canyon Gap. There was a step down and trick jump.
Yeah,
and there was a little lip onto the right, and Kamako came to me, and that was a little lip from his line, and I was like, oh really? And I took some sticks and I put his name on the lip, and I was like,
cool.
I was like, that one's for you, Baba. And I was just not even thinking about the award, of course not. And then, but then I knew about the front flip idea, and I actually also spent the whole week sharing drinks with everyone. I think they were stuck with the vibe, and the hugs at the end with everyone and the Finnish crowd. I think overall, that's why. But I was surprised anyway. I was trying to find why, and I just could see that. I was like, for real? I was like,
yeah, I think the big thing too is McGarry was like a very humble, very nice guy.
I think I maybe was close to have a little bit of that vibe.
Yep.
And that maybe that
definitely seems
that's
like
a writer's choice.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and did you ever see him do the front flip on the Canyon Gap where his whole bike disintegrated underneath him?
It was so bad.
It looked like he just.
But this was the other venue.
Different one. Right?
There was another venue. Yeah.
Yeah,
but I heard the rumors that he wanted to front flip the Canyon Gap that I did, and I didn't know that till after I did it. I was like, oh,
that makes it even cooler.
I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
So the question I had, and I like I said, the reason I see it is just because just talking to you here and kind of getting to know you a little bit, and like your energy is amazing.
I appreciate that.
What was it like? So the best trick is the front flip, but the People's Choice Award, like.
I think they just got mad with the judges.
That's why Antoine wanted to.
Because I've literally got like 2,000 DMs saying the same.
Holy shit.
Judges fuck you up. I was like, Well, I don't see it that bad, but I mean, maybe not 8th, but not podium neither.
Yeah.
Maybe 5th. Okay.
Yeah, agreed.
maybe a bit better.
Yeah.
But I was like, my top section wasn't that good. It's a overall, same as I told you earlier. It's a overall. It's not a best trick competition.
Yeah.
It's not a celebration competition. It's not a vibe competition. It's a Rampage thing that it's an overall.
But also, like, receiving that award, like, from the people, how did that feel?
I mean, it felt really good to see that the crowd and the riders, they appreciated what I did.
The amount of
that was really lot of good feelings.
Yeah, like we always say that we don't need validation for the things we do, but really part of the human condition is getting that validation, and that must have been. I can't even imagine what that felt like, having both the riders and the people say, "You're the shit." Like that must be pretty cool.
That made me feel good. Yeah. I took it on a way like you're different. I felt like they think I'm special. I'm different. I'm one in a kind, and that made me feel amazing.
Well, you are.
I mean, sometimes.
Here comes the hugs.
I'm sorry, but as long as if you're cool, I'm
something
gonna
I've been really focused on through the years is to be different. That's for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I appreciate every single rider, but I'm not gonna be the classic guy that does the same trick that everyone does.
Yeah,
that's why I focused on front flips, because I was like, oh, this is something not many people does. Now let's get like more practice into this.
And something that struck me when Tyler and I were texting back and forth about him, passing on your contact information and just talking about you. And he's like, he said in the text something like, he'll most likely do it because the mountain biking community means a lot to you. Can you expand on that and talk about what the overall community and, like, I guess, and to expand on this as well, what we feel is the riders and not just like the pros and the guys like Marcel and the guys like Tyler and Chief, the guys that really love riding. We're all about the riders. Like, what does the mountain biking community mean to you?
I mean, for me, the vibe, it's I'm not hanging with the best rider. Mm-hmm. I'm not hanging with the most famous. I'm hanging with the guy that has the vibes of progressing.
Yep.
That enjoys, that celebrates for other people's good things. Mm-hmm. And that's what I like. I don't care about the age. I don't care about the riding level, if he has sponsors or not. I ride with whoever has the vibe. And I usually find myself with a 13 years kid in the bike park that does the sickest whips.
Oh yeah.
And he's the most stoked to be riding with me. And that's what pushes me a lot. And
sorry.
We're having a moment there.
Yeah. So
I'll do everything I can to mess it up.
That's what it means to me, to the bike community. People who's stoked for riding, celebrating other people's good times.
Yeah.
Being stoked to have a sesh. I mean, I can ride alone, but I like way more to ride with people.
Yeah.
And if that people is not competitive, not jealous, not toxic, that's even better.
I think aside from Chief looking for people like him, I think and I'm guessing because we have had conversation about this, that's a big part of kind of who we are.
But that's a passion. I mean, you can be focused and be looking for a goal, but don't forget the passion and the fun.
Yes. And our ride last weekend on Pinecone kind of illustrates that. Just having fun, laughing, like me almost eating absolute shit, hitting
if you don't get hurt, that's
tree. Like,
that's funny as hell if you don't get hurt.
Oh, dude, actually, like our buddy Zach was behind me.
Two people hit the same tree.
Three. Me, Zach, and our friend Eziel, who, by the way, he wanted so badly to come down here and hang out and meet you. He has a clothing brand. So you see Rhino wear MFT. Yeah, that's our friend Eziel's. I have to give him a shout out here because he loves you and he really wanted to be down there. Actually joked and said, you need to come down here and I know you speak English very, very well, but you need to become a translator. Come down here and become a translator. And he was like, I'm going to try, but he couldn't. So I have to give him a shout out for that. But this is amazing. So thank you so much for being here. I know we have a little more to go, but like this is you. What I'm surprised but not surprised is you fit here really, really well, and we really appreciate it.
I feel good with you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, that was just the whole vibe. Like I said before, like you have a good one, and I immediately like gravitated to it. Like the first time I saw you ride.
So we're gonna kiss?
no, but I will give you a hug, and my son may be like, hey,
we need to have a session with your son, by the way.
Our listeners would pay for it though. They want to see that on Patreon for sure. But yeah, that just having you here, and it fits in with what we do really well. So we do appreciate it.
Yeah, super appreciate it.
We do this at the end of pretty much every interview. Before we get to your sponsors, as we asked you earlier, is there anything you want to ask all of us before you leave? And it can be anything funny. It doesn't have to be bike related. It could be literally about anything. We've had some really stupid questions.
I mean, how much do you enjoy doing interviews to people? How long you've been doing that?
I've been doing this. I mean, I grew up, went to college. I got a journalism degree, so I've been interviewing people since I was 20. So I like learning about people. Okay. And what I really like is when we find someone who I think has a good message to get that message out. Okay. And it may not be to the most people, but it's to the people who need to hear it.
So you kind of try to find people like that. Yeah. To get interviews with it.
Yeah. And we really want to know the person. Okay. Yep. We don't want to go in there and like, just, here's your cookie cutter interview. Like, I want to know what you're all about.
Okay.
And so I really like that aspect of
Good statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, and I was talking to my wife about this earlier. For me, doing this for almost 5 years now, like I'm a horrible interviewer. Chief is always giving me
pretty good
notes.
Today.
It's this. I think I honestly think having a couple of beers has loosened me up a bit.
So you get loose.
And loose. And honestly, like, kind of having the awkward moment this morning kind of like broke that for me. But like overall for me is Chief, his number one thing with this was creating a community. And my thing with this is being able to, and no matter how few or how many people hear this, being able to connect people with the person and helping them know you and not just know what they see on Instagram or what you post on YouTube or whatever, just understanding the person and being able to connect people with other people and spreading that love and like helping people understand who people are and just having fun conversations and just, like I said, getting to know you.
I think it's so important to sit down and just talk to people because we live in like this crazy digital age where we don't actually know anyone, right? We have like this impression of what people are.
Social media can be really different than the reality.
Yeah,
that's
and there's certainly been people that I've met, that we ride with or that I have seen riding, and I find out that that's like one of the greatest people, even though I didn't think, like I would look at Ryan before and just kind of be like, man, that guy's probably a hippie, And
he's sick. It's sick. But the first impression you can say maybe he's different than what is actually.
Right.
But it's so sick to hang out.
So to get to know people like that and who they are is really cool.
And to me, before we go on to Perry, JP, and Jimmy about this is, when I was talking to people about the fact that we were talking to you and we had a month and a half that we were talking and that you said you'd come on, is literally everyone I talked to that had either just randomly met you or has known you has been like, dude's a G. He's a really good guy.
That's cool. That makes my heart feel really good. Even
today, I got messages from a couple of guys that friends with, followers, that have met you, for one guy, Arno. Mm-hmm. Arno saw how do you say his last name? Do you know? Parliament or Parliament.
He is French.
He's French. Shout out Arno, and I'll tell him that we said this, but he's like, I only met him once, but he's like a super nice guy. A good friend of the show is normal mountain biker Sebastian. He said, dude, I've only met him briefly, but he's a G. Like, he's a great guy. Tyler was like, dude, one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And like, it's cool to hear that, but to see that and get to know you, dude, like, they're all right.
We need more time together, I think.
You're a real dude. And like, and even more so now, like, and I get a little emotional here.
There it is.
Like knowing
Deep breath. Deep breath,
Jimmy's always rolling his eyes because he has no emotions.
knowing that like it's hard these days with role models, and Chief will get this too because he's got a young son. Knowing that like my son like looks up to you and you're a role model to him in riding, like now knowing you
Makes more sense.
makes more sense and it's amazing. And I'm even more so now, like
That makes me feel good.
loving that.
Man.
Like, dude, so like, thank you for giving that to him, and just thank you for being here, dude.
I mean, I'm trying just to be me, and I used to be different maybe back in the days, you know. I was more competitive. I was more like focused on being like better. But then I was like, oh man, let's don't worry, be happy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the older I get, the more I'm that way.
Yeah.
And I love everyone who has a good vibe. And as soon as I see he's smiling, I'm like smiling as well. You know, I'm a mirror.
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
And earlier this week, I posted a video of my son because he was running around the house like super stoked to meet you. And actually, it's funny too because we had a conversation. He was really stoked to meet Tyler too. Like he actually vacillated when I asked him the question, like, "Who are you more excited to meet?" He's like, "That's a hard question." and he said you, but like it's.
But that's a good thing. He was like, "Oh,
yeah," and it's like, I don't know, man. Like, just thank you.
What's vacillating?
Going back and forth.
I know what I think it is, and I don't think you want to be doing it.
I'm going to throw it over to Jimmy here and let you answer that question about
vacillating.
About the interviewing and what your experience has been like with
that's
this.
a big word to throw at a native Spanish speaker.
Big one.
Interviewing people, I enjoy listening.
I can tell that."
Listen. I'm an introvert's introvert, so
I'm sometimes the same way, so I understand.
Yeah, no, I mostly just read a poem at the end and maybe interject something once in a while. But
what you don't know about Jimmy is hands down the funniest person.
He's really funny.
that's not true.
It's absolutely true.
Need to get wasted?
He's undercover.
No, he's a drink. although one time he ate 30 milligrams on the show to prove a theory, and he was proven wrong.
That is a funny story.
So true.
No, that's true.
30 milligrams of protein. That's
Perry?
Yeah, I think same thing kind of Chief said. And I mean, same thing Bienve said, where it's like, I really enjoy, like even a lot of times I'll sit there and I'm introverted until I'm around people and like the right people.
And then it clicks.
Yeah, exactly. And at first you're like, I'd rather just sit here and sleep in or like hang out. And then I like actually get into conversation. And ever since I was younger, like even if we had a group of friends and we'd go somewhere, I would go out of the way to go kind of like say hi to people or even just say random shit to random people and get reactions. And it's really fun seeing like the personality come out, especially the way we do it, where it's not like question. Okay, cool. See ya. Like people crack jokes. You kind of get to see how they are a little more. And like seeing him, it's, it's reigniting something to me. Maybe I'll be a nicer person again one day. Just like the mentality though, that's my favorite mentality is just like, hey, as long as you're happy, like I like to do things in my life where I see somebody smile. And that's like, if that's like your most important thing, you'll never go wrong with that. And I can see that with him where it's same thing. Like I know so many people.
I can feel that.
Yeah. So many people around. They're just like, oh yeah, good dude, good guy. You never hear anything bad. There's somebody, and it's not even just somebody doesn't have something to say. They say good shit about people. And I like seeing that come out in people. It's fun. It's cool. And there's a lot of that in mountain biking too, I think.
I think there is.
It's not fun to have enemies.
No.
Doesn't make life easier.
Yeah. No. And I think that's a lesson you learn as you get older too.
Yeah, literally.
I tell people, I'm like, if I'm too nice to you, I probably don't like you as much as if I'm like giving you shit, because that means we're close friends and I can talk shit and I know you won't get mad at me. And it's like, oh, cool. Nobody's going to get mad. We're all good.
That's called ickbick. I kid because I can. I'm the same way, dude. Like we always give each other like Eric. Like
It's called what?
Ickbick. I kid because I can. I
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah, that's why I love and hate Eric all at the same time.
Yeah, 100%.
He's a guy that I kind of wish came down with you.
You
Came
have
down
to-
this week. He would have been
He
fun.
was
to
good
have
on the
here.
show last week.
Yeah.
No room in the
Yeah.
car.
He didn't drop any words that we can't say.
Why did you have to edit or yell at him for over a message?
He
Why'd you say that?
He said something about Chief was like, "Hey, the seat's open. Like, hop in. Just don't say what you said last time." And you'd be good.
Oh, Jim, but God damn it, I had a point and I forgot it. ADHD, whatever. Anyways,
No, that's how it goes.
yeah.
Well, we do appreciate you so much taking your time out of your day, and thank God we had some wind today. So
Yeah, it was a good day for it.
I need to rest as well, Anyway, so I was happy to get this done.
Yeah.
And I've been
got it.
following you guys for some time. So
You said that in my email, and that was like, okay.
you got
so
excited.
No, never.
The most surreal moment in talking to and like emailing with guys like you, and we have some other ones. Like I've actually like emailed with a bunch of the competitors this year, and like they're like, yeah, I know all about who you are, and I follow you. I was like, wait a minute.
How long is your thing going for? Like 3-4 years more?
It started at
5.
fully in
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I joined the show and this group in 2020. But my point about Perry was the DJ interview. DJ Brand, when he was on the show, like I remember texting you after the show and being like, dude, you crushed it, because you and DJ had a lot in common. There was a long history of riding the old sites, riding the sites. And one of the best things about you in this last bit, whenever we have somebody on like that, like Bienvenido, like DJ, is there's a lot of things that you can relate with us that none of the three of us could, because of what you've done and what you've been through. So for that, like, thank you.
Gets me excited to ride again when I see guys like, I just watching. And that's why I said, like, Bienve stood out to me when I saw that he had gotten into Rampage. I was like, this guy's never ridden Virgin before. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it goes.
Rough.
Yeah. I was like, is he even going to drop in? Like,
I was struggling.
yeah.
That's for
First
sure.
time hiking up those even just hiking your bike up, you're like, what the
I
hell am I
wasn't
doing?
physically, mentally ready. Like nothing was ready on me.
But I bet what that did for you is get you really ready for 23.
I was really angry. So that motivated me a lot.
I mean, that's why I hit one of the biggest features of my life a few weeks ago.
I was like,
I was really angry.
In 2019, I was like, I can't do worse than that. There's there's no way I can do worse than that.
We call that Arl. I don't know. It's his ride like Rob. Just be pissed off. I'm gonna start coming up with my own acronyms too.
That's great.
Do you remember there was a guy that came here once? I think he was from Poland. And he built like an open loop, never did it, didn't compete, never came back.
Yeah. No, I think quite some time ago, huh?
It's been a few years.
Who
I
was it?
can't remember.
I
Neither do I.
remember. who you're
I
talking
probably
about.
had no
Yeah.
idea about Rampage by then.
Yeah.
Probably not.
My Rampage career started in 2019, literally.
Yeah. You've gotten a lot better at bikes than we
Yeah.
have at doing a show in that time.
Not true.
Well, I stick around for a minute. We got a couple of segments to do, and we do a short another segment that we do for our Patreon members. We'd love to kind of have a little like Patreon only discussion with you about that. So if you need to take a break, go to the bathroom, feel free to go. But we'd love to have you come back for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Or if he wants to go eat, he can go eat.
Yeah.
So I
Making
totally,
up some of Marcel's
and I
go
totally
get
just
some
stole
food.
Chief's job there for a second. Because
Yeah,
I,
he's totally taking over.
I'm sorry. You know,
I'm
I
having some bolognese for sure.
thank you. We'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on.
He's gonna go.
Do you want to say your sponsors before you get out here on this main part of the show? We want to make sure
Mandatory
you
shout out.
get those guys
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah, for
give,
sure.
give them a shout out.
What makes it happen?
We're pros.
Good shout out for all of them. They've been some of them been so long with me, especially YT.
Yep.
15 years. Quick shout out with Germany. They're struggling now. Many people knows about it, but I'm only gonna say they will be back.
Yeah, we know that.
And Marcus, the main guy, the founder, he's working hard now, and I believe he's gonna bring it back on a nice way.
And it like what YT has done in the bike industry and for athletes and just in general, they're like, to me, they're in some cases more important than the really, really big brands, because what it means what I've read about what it means, and I don't know Marcus, I've never met him. I'd love to talk to him if we can ever.
Yeah, but the
get
way
that,
he
but-
approached it, it was sick.
Yeah,
And if you think about it, they won everything.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
World Cup.
Yep.
They Rampage with Andrew.
the mob.
With Wing.
Yep.
With the mob. They're
Yep.
still strong in the game. They will be back.
Yeah.
They'll be back. I've been pushing and trying to be there too. So.
And if I don't know Marcus, but I've seen him from a distance, and that dude just seems super motivated to get everything done. I feel like YT doesn't need a resurgence like Revel did, like what Adam did. Adam Miller is doing with Revel, but like I feel like when Marcus gets this all sorted out, YT is going to be even more important than they are now.
I hope so, and I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, there's so many bike brands out there.
Mm-hmm.
I will be okay to ride it, but I think YT just like fits so good.
Yeah,
to,
and even
I love the bike.
Yep.
Like the actual bikes are cool, especially since I got the carbon one. but the way they are freestyle.
Yep.
They like the gravity team. They like the racing. They're just cool on the scene.
And what they're naming,
they came from nowhere. Actually,
what they're
young. They're still a young company.
young talent. Like, and that's like, and young definitely isn't necessarily an age moniker. It's how you feel. And I think that YT with good times and live life uncaged, like I think that's really important for the bike industry.
Yeah.
And I think that needs to continue. And
I
I'm
have
sure
that live uncaged thing in my helmet from this year.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, just because I always felt like it's a good approach.
And who else? Who else?
So I'm gonna go quick on the list. I've got components, Spank.
Yep.
I have a bar, like cockpit, and they've been with me even before YT.
Oh, wow.
I think it's 16 years now.
Wow.
I'm riding Airgun grips and saddles, Schwalbe tires. I got an insert on the back tire, have Thanos armor,
Nice.
golfer brakes.
Utah.
And pretty good to have a golfer brakes in Utah, by the way, especially on the front.
Yeah.
No, but actually, something like about the brakes. I love the back one because I use it for the front flips. So I put organic brake pads on the back, and metallics on the front, and that helps me a lot.
And do you use Gelfer's brake pads?
Yeah, and disc.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, and I also have a Insta360 since not long ago.
Yeah,
since Darkfest.
Oh, nice.
Which is my newest sponsors. I'm
Sick.
pretty happy with them too.
Yeah, they make some killer cameras.
That Go Ultra super tiny one is doing a good job, and it doesn't feel heavy.
Yep.
So I think they raised the bar with that.
We've been talking about hanging an Insta360 camera from the ceiling at where we record so we can get better shots. So yeah.
And then I have all mountain style to protect all my carbon bikes, and I have mud guards as well, which is something that's really cool when you're traveling because the bike, they get smacked quite easy on the bike racks and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, really proud about Pete Viper as a sponsor because
another Utah company.
I met them in 2019, and someone gave me some, and I was just wearing them all week.
Nice.
And they could see that on the live stream, and they connected with me, and they were like, "Dude, why?" And I was like, "Dude, I love them." And since then, we became friends, and we made a deal. And also, one of my newest and super nice sponsors is Bell Helmets.
Okay.
And one of the reasons it's super nice, it's the product. It's nice. And they also have motocross and road helmets. And this is something I really like as well.
I'm going to ask you a favor. Can you sign my son's Bell helmet for him? He really, really wants you to sign it for him.
100%. I mean, the Bell Full 10, it's a really nice mountain bike helmet. It's light, it's comfy. But having moto helmets as well, it's like, it's like, it's so OG.
Yep. Yeah.
And then I'm missing one, which is Makov.
Okay. Yeah.
And,
great. I have their pressure washer. I love that.
Yeah,
thing.
a good product. It's just a nice UK brand. They've been supporting me, and I'm happy with them too.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
And I think that's all.
That's
nice.
Good support there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. I've been trying to be consistent with the sponsors, and I have quite long deals.
That's great.
Yeah.
Dude,
we're 6, 8, 15, 12, 16 years.
After meeting, it's not
long
that,
deals.
Not surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a quality human, dude.
And I try to give a good feedback. Sometimes I'm like, do you guys
happy with me? Do you need anything? Why don't you ask for stuff? And they're like, you're just doing it without even asking. I'm like, oh, cool. All right. You know, that's cool.
It's the best relationship right there.
Yeah, literally, I had the same situation. I had that situation a couple of times already, but I hadn't had a chat with the Bell guy for like 6 months, and he came to MotoGP in Spain. Cameron, he's such a cool guy, and we went for dinner, and I was like, "Are you guys happy with me?" And he was like, "Yeah, what do you mean?" I'm like, "You didn't even talk to me for a couple months." Yeah, I'm busy, but you're doing your thing, and we're sure that you're like doing what you need to, and it's all good. I'm like,
nice,
cool. I was actually surprised. No, I didn't know they were like not even need to ask for nothing. I was like, oh, so I'm doing everything right.
Yeah.
I was
you
like,
trust me?
Yeah, literally. Literally,
Chief's,
that was it.
Like Chief said, based on this conversation and getting to know you here, that is not a surprise, dude.
I mean, I just try to be like kind of consistent on my social media, go to events, prove that I'm always on the bike every week, and trying to be professional, but also enjoying life at the same time, being passionate, but being professional, and both would like trying to be both at the same time. And I think that's why they like about it. And I don't get many requests by my sponsor. Insta360, of course, loves a POV per week. Some giveaways by some of my sponsors, but they're super quiet. I'm like, guys, give me some work. I'm like, give me a project, give me an idea. What is your Shelby? What's the tire you want to promote now? I will put it on and make sure I rip it and get you some content. I'm like, always give me stuff to do.
It's funny with that because the POV thing, after I met you briefly this morning, I opened up my phone because I know it's listening, and it immediately had your POV post this morning. I think it was this morning or yesterday.
Yeah, I'm trying to post one thing per day.
Good job. Yeah. Chief.
Awesome. Well, yeah, and we've so much liked having you here, and
pleasure, guys.
You've inspired a lot of people, and a lot of people listen to the show. So thank you for taking the time.
Inspire some more at the event.
Go eat some bolognese and come back down and sit down with us for a couple more minutes for our Patreon. We'd love that.
Okay,
thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. And big shout out to Tyler. Follow him at Tyler_James, and Marcel. Come in here and give us your socials real quick so people can follow you.
Marcel Durbao.
It's like back in.
Yeah, just give us your socials, and anybody you want to shout out. Tyler, we'll do you next as well. Do you have anybody you want to shout out? Any sponsors or any give the people your socials so they can follow you?
My two main sponsors are Blue Banana.
Yeah.
So it's a super good brand from Spain.
Okay.
T-shirts, pants, almost everything. That I'm using it for everything. If I go party, if I go to the doctor, if I go school, so I wear it always.
Nice.
Then I have Panini. There is it's food.
Okay.
And it's really good.
Awesome.
I like it a lot. Then I have First Degree. I don't know if you know it. It's a shoes brand.
Okay.
From Europe.
Okay.
It's so good too. And then Fist from the
the gloves.
Yeah, the gloves.
Yeah. Yep.
Insane.
Awesome.
Best one.
Yeah,
The best
good
one.
gloves. Well, muchas gracias, mi amigo. Muchas gracias, mi amigo, por trabajo. Trabajo bueno.
Buen
Muchas
trabajo.
gracias.
Good job there, Rob.
I could say that without blinking most times, but I'm like.
That's good.
So thank you very much for joining us, and go get something to eat as well.
Thanks to you.
Tyler, hop on real quick with us again.
That's the first time I've heard stammering in Spanish.
Hey, before you even talk to Tyler, can I tell you a quick story about Tyler?
Absolutely. Let's go.
So this was like maybe 6 weeks ago. So I'm sitting there at my house and I'm like, fuck, I really want to go down south, but I have an entire family. And so, I text him like a DM or something like that. I'm like, hey, I'm coming down and I'm bringing my wife and my kid. I'm going to stay at your house for 6 weeks. He's like, bring them down.
But instead, I think you're going to end up in my camper.
But that's the kind of guy Tyler is.
Yeah, he is. And I mean, like, I have to, and we'll talk more about this like when we have you on a future episode, but like, if I could share all of the conversations that you and I have had over text, and like not asking to like you've become really good friends with like some really big names in mountain biking, and like literally just throwing it out there and saying, hey, I know I can talk to this guy and like we can have him on, like we can figure it out, maybe not during Rampage, but like via Zoom after. Like what you have been providing us and what you're doing for us here, especially what we're all trying to do with this here and make it like an actual thing, and like just try to make it so that Chief gets paid back for the money that he's invested into it. And we can actually do this without having to take money out of our own pockets. Like you're helping with that. And that, I think all of us, and I'm not trying to speak for everybody, but that's important to us. And we really, really appreciate it. And like opening your home to us, like I'm staying in my truck in your driveway. I'm sure your neighbors don't love to see a truck with a tent up in your driveway.
Dude, have you seen the neighbor across the street? I don't think they care that much.
Oh, shout out to Send It Ruby. She's like a YouTube Jeep girl, and she's so sick. And there's a million Jeeps across the street.
Dude, you got to remember, we're in Washington County right now.
This is true.
Like,
this is
no
true.
Actual rules.
And I remember like when I was driving in here last night, and by the way, dude, you stayed up till almost midnight.
Dude, I was tired of shit.
To wait, to not only wait for me, but wait for me to set up my tent, get my shit together, get my son in here and take a shower. And while we were showering, like make sure that we were all good, dude. Like I said about, I got to know you a little bit last year at Ronald's birthday party. I really liked you then. Like, you're like I said about I just interviewed the guy and I can't remember his name. Bienvenido is
the guy
like,
who's just here.
You're a G, and I personally really appreciate what you've done for us this weekend, especially since we have another show coming up after this with CJ. Like, thank you.
I see why Rob really likes you. He said you came to check on him in the shower and everything.
Someone's got to.
Yeah. I was so pissed that I
wouldn't trust him in my shower.
You listen to the show, so you know if you hear any Leonard Skinner, you're in trouble.
We were in the bathroom. I was getting him ready to shower, and he like accidentally dropped the toilet seat, and I was like, dude, you're gonna wake up the whole friggin' house. He's like, I'm sorry, it slipped out of my hands. And I like, so yeah, anyways. And I actually apologized to your kids this morning. I said, hey, sorry if my son woke you up in the middle of the night dropping the toilet seat. He's like, I was asleep. I didn't hear anything.
It's so true. No, I will say this, like, you guys are good people. I've known Chief here like almost from the beginning of me starting mountain biking, which I'm kind of on I just hit my 3-year mark. But he was there in the beginning and he helped me and I appreciated it, and he had good vibes, and I listened to your podcast. So when there's an opportunity to help out, I love paying things forward.
Thank you.
Because I feel like it just comes back tenfold to me.
And give your sponsors a shout out. So we'll talk. We'll have you on again, but for now, just give us who you are. Like, I know you just got a coffee company deal.
Yeah. So Death Inc. Coffee, they're so sick. They're like rock and roll. Their coffee's great. They painted a helmet for me. They had AP Designs paint it, and it's so sick, and I love it. Jensen USA has been so awesome with me. They provide a lot of support, help me out. Fox Racing, Mikey Rangel, he's over there and he's just been with me from the beginning. Magura for brakes. Tanis gives me a lot of help. They like, honestly, their company is run like a family and I just love it so much. It's like really inspiring.
Sterling is amazing.
Yeah. Like everyone I've met is just like so happy to be there, and I'm like, I like what I see. But who am I missing? Oh, Didi nice. For like all the components there. They're awesome. Anytime I build a bike, it's like I get a box of parts. They actually they design my bikes for me when they get built. So nice. They're just like, oh, these are the colors that are going on that bike. So I just built up a zinc bike, that vacay, and they're like, this is what's going on. And so that's what we do. So, but huge shout out to them. They've been with me a while as well. So,
and you're on zinc bikes now too?
No, but I am riding Cam's actual personal bike.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that's right.
I was actually getting ready to go, before I broke my collarbone, I was going to go ride Paul Cordaire's backyard battle.
Yeah.
And I needed a bike that could handle that type of jump, like kind of dirt jumpery. And so he's like, here's my bike. So,
damn.
So that thing got built up. And I also love that he started his bike company in like the worst time to do it.
Yeah,
because I feel like when you have all those struggles, I'm a business owner myself. But I feel like when you have those deep struggles and you're in the trenches, when the skies become blue, like you flourish so hard. And that's what like we kind of all expect out of him. He's just like an insane athlete, great business guy, and a great human. So
yeah, and to that end, Adam Miller has said similar things like about, you know, is this a great decision? Do I buy this bike company back now? And, you know, everybody sees the vision. The industry is changing, and the people that are going to change with it and continue to see the vision and have the vision and don't just see dollar signs, those are the people that are going to eventually see the dollar signs and like continue to support the industry in positive ways.
And it's not about the money for them. It's not. It's just about chasing a dream, which is like and then money follows. That's like the best thing about it. Yeah. So I love that stuff.
Awesome.
All right, Tom.
Anyways, I've been nervous this whole time talking on the mic, so I'm going to peace out.
You did great.
Later, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you, bud.
He had me fooled. I didn't know. Like he was a natural, like every other thing he does.
Yes.
Dirty and up his desk for him.
I see
and this office is amazing with all the fucking skateboards.
I know. He's got Jamie Thomas up there, Letitia Buffoni. I saw, who else did I see up there that I really liked?
Steve
Costin is up there. Yeah, there's a lot of great skateboards up there.
We need to like, we're just
Daywan's up there.
We're just gonna take over this.
Nice.
We're gonna come down here.
I'm just gonna say something real quick. I don't have headphones on, but I love skateboarding. That's what all these are up here for, and a lot of these were given to me. So I'm like really honored and grateful that these guys and gals have been like, here's my stuff. And it's so cool. Yeah. And if they didn't give it to me, then the bike shop, or sorry, not the bike shop. Now I'm biking. But anyways, the skate shop I used to ride for, they'd be like, hey, Colin McKayson, do you want a deck? And I'm like, Colin McKayson, you want to come in? And I'm like, I'm traveling for work. Do you want a deck? Yes, please. Thank you. So anyways.
And we have one of our biggest fan, Eddie Pliers, would love this room. And when we'll probably send him a few pitches. He's going to love, like, cause he's a big skate guy.
Colin McKay, RDS FSU 2002. He was in that, right?
I don't know.
Remember Red Dragons? That video where
Red fucking Dragons
Sluggo skates to like Backstreet Boys because he won't pick a song. It's
Okay. Anyways, I'm leaving for real now. Bye.
Go. See you in a minute.
Jimmy's got his Blizz on, and when he has Blizz all over his face, then you know it is time for the Baiku. The Baiku is being brought to you by EnjoyWinter.com and Blizz Eyewear. If you would like to have the same exact sunglasses rather, that all of us wear, you can get them at EnjoyWinter.com. We have a code for you. It's Sponch's Mom, SPONCHESMOM. Sponch's Mom will get you 30% off. But you got to get the other 70% off on your own. We've been saying it for 5 years. And of course, thank you to Blizz. And you can use the code on anything at enjoywinter.com. We've found out. Even the saunas. So if you're looking for what maybe we're going to lose our sponsor by saying that.
The only one we have right now.
Check it out at enjoywinter.com.
The following Baiku is based
those left lane loafers, semi-conscious Autobots with stinky buttholes.
Oh my God.
We all drove down last night.
Yeah. Oh my God. You must have driven I-15 same time I did.
Yeah. Well, you guys didn't have to deal with the traffic.
Glad I didn't have to do that last night.
Oh, I did.
About the Fillmore Beaver area, and there was nothing but semis and
left lane.
Everyone at left lane
stinky
loafers.
butt loafers.
This would normally be the part where I read an article, but we went so long on this interview, almost 2 hours. So not going to do that today. Maybe I'll save it for like the second part. BMW is right behind us.
Yeah,
so
I got to pee in between.
So you got to take a leak, and then
we have a great song too.
We had on Jared Harris from Jared's Place last week, and it was really cool because I talked to him after the show, and I'm going to be in South Carolina here in like a month. And he basically is like, come on down. He's like, we'll set you up with everything, because I can't take my bike out there. And he's like, we'll get you a bike, we'll get you pads, we'll get you a helmet, get all that stuff. So I'm going to make my way down to Jared's Place. And it just got me thinking, wow, what a crazy community really we have developed here. And it made me think we're all kind of a family. So I started thinking about Full House and like these cheesy 80s family sitcoms. And that is where tonight's song comes from. I don't even know what I named the song because I wrote it just a minute ago.
It just says Bike Family.
Yes, this is just Bike Family is the name of the song. And we'll see you on the other side. Before you start that, Rob, let me remind everyone that we're on Patreon, patreon.com/Gnar Couch. If you like what you've heard, it really, really helps us out if you can chip in just $4.20 a month. That's our lowest tier, and we go all the way up to $15. And you can do $6.90 a month too if you want to do that. And we want to say thank you to everyone who is a part of our Patreon. And please, if you have the means and you like the show and the things that we've done here with our interviews the past few weeks, be a part of that. You get a special extra hour-ish of a show every week. And then there's a bunch of stuff that is just like bonus content that we put up there, like old shows. I write stuff. Share weird things, and it's fun.
And also buy a shirt or a hoodie because that really helps us.
Yeah,
too.
do that. GnarCouch.com/store is where you can do that. And we'll see you on the other side.
When life gives you rocks and roots and pain, we just shift gears and do it again. We're not pros, we're just kind of us. One big dumb bike family.